going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Blue Crew? This is Paul Hawk, Fatima, the founder of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live, Coach Dan, by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
All right, well, greetings and salutations to everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton, and I want to thank you all for joining us here today. Lions Talk Live, a little bit of breaking news came out about an hour or so ago. Sorry, I had to finish up practice before I could get over to the mic, but I'm going to say this, probably a little bit of a shock for everybody going into a Tuesday, just 2 days before the Chicago Bears come to town on the Thanksgiving Day. Detroit Lions, they only got one loss in the season. You know what? There were a lot of expectations that perhaps James Houston, the prodigal son of 2022, who had, just a shockingly awesome performance towards the second half of that season to help propel the Lions into the spotlight they now reside within, that, hey, maybe to get to form, return to form this year after breaking his leg and ankle last year, just never was able to get quite right, never quite get back to that burst, even though I myself thought he was trending in the right direction. News came out during my practice that, yes, James Houston has been cut by the Detroit Lions. So let people start speculating all over the place. Yes, thanks, Al. Sorry for lost that. Thank you. Let the speculation flat out begin. What does this mean for the Detroit Lions? Where are they going to go from here? There are people speculating the Lions are opening a roster spot to sign now former New York Giants quarterback Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, whatever you want to call it. There's also been some speculations the Lions might be speaking with a cornerback, and one I'm not exactly familiar with, so I'll have to try to get that news to you guys later on, but there's a current free agent cornerback that potentially the Lions are looking to come into town. I know all I can say is that the person used to play for the Houston Texans. I'll see if I can get the person's name here, but man, it has been a busy day for you guys. Sorry, I'm running a little bit behind with this. I'll have to try to get it later. I just don't have it readily in front of me. Whatever it is, let the speculation grow, but as we all know, you got Carlton Davis III, a little banged up. Terrion Arnold, a little bit banged up. Could it be the Lions are looking to add some more depth there in the cornerback spot? Yes, it is possible. Could they be going in a completely different direction? That I don't know. With pass rushing at a premium on this team, getting rid of somebody that at least gives you consistent pass rush ability, that's a bit of a head scratcher for me. Although I think we all get it, he's not great in the run game. Something the Lions coaching staff obviously puts a high priority on. James Houston does give you some flexibility and having some speed out on the edge, getting after the quarterback. You could see down in Houston when they played him a little bit more at the edge and even some linebacker, he could see signs of that potential re-emergence of that burst and quickness from him. He's no longer a Detroit Lion. This is the second time they've cut him. This is probably the more surprising of the two times. First time we get it, he was re-signed by the team, and then he had the explosive portion to his second half to his rookie year. All right, Duke Crew, let's see what you guys have to say real quick about this, and then I got to get back to work. Trey, dang, I'll go with that. Trumps, woo, great news. All right, fair enough. Let's see, just why would they now? That I don't know. So the only thing I can say to you guys is there's got to be something in the background that they're looking to do. Add another player, another person of interest. What that position is, I'm only speculating by saying it's cornerback. I really have no idea. Michael D, greetings, salutations, Coach and Duke Crew, back at you. Silver Server, sad to see him go. Me too, man. I thought he was starting to kind of get back to his old ways, his 2022 ways, but you know what? You can't keep everybody. That's the hard part about professional sports. Josh, who are we signing next? That's the $1 million question, ain't it, Josh? I can only speculate who's coming on board next, but we'll probably find out. My anticipation, it would be within the next 24 hours. The Los Angeles probably to make way for another player that can produce. Could be indeed. At least in the coach's eyes, you have to believe they're bringing in somebody that they feel can help immediately versus James Houston, where it just seems like they lost favor in him. I'd say Kate maybe making room to sign someone else. I would agree with that. I think that's totally what they're looking to do. Zoom, what do you got? I'm not surprised by this cut was going to happen eventually. I think so, yeah. This was probably going to be one way or another his final year here, unfortunately. Kate, Danny Dimes, could be indeed. Well, sorry, Coach, I know you liked him. Woo! Yeah, I do. I think anybody who's watched the show gets it. I like him a lot, so it's unfortunate to see him go. Yada yada. Wow. What we gonna on? We'll have to see what happens. James, surprised this didn't happen sooner. Probably a lot of people feel the same way. Donald, what do you got? Sorry for your loss, Coach. Thanks for that, man. I'd say Rob. Yes, I just seen that. It must be to make room on the roster. I thought he was doing better recently with more steps. He was, but also think back last weekend. At least I don't remember him being on the field. Maybe I'm wrong with that, but if he wasn't out there a ton. Let's see, Mr. Nico, propagate if you know, you know. I'm on Ross St. Brown, had the best reaction about it on his podcast. Hope the best for him. I'll have to check that out. Thanks for that heads up. Leonard, Coach, opening up a position on the roster. Why? That's what we'll have to wait and see. Court, Stephen Nelson, we'll see. Let's see, James. On to Xavier Howard, maybe visited Bengals and no deal. Enough said. Well, it could be maybe they're bringing him in. All right, I am sure they have a good reason for this cut. Yeah, I would think so. If you're making that move, you have somebody in place already. Daz, sounds like they didn't even want him on the practice squad. That could be. They could re-sign him perhaps in the future to the practice squad. I'd see Lions Talk Live fan front office already knows. Yeah, if they cut him, they already have somebody ready to bring in, would be my anticipation. Ryan, must be something we don't know. He may have wanted out. Maybe. It could be that too. The non-laughers practice squad, maybe they couldn't re-sign him in time. And then Manifest My Destiny, Brad is always working the phones and waiver wire to help improve our team. I would agree with that a lot. All right, guys, if there is some more breaking news later today, I'll get it over to you as quick as possible. Otherwise, if you would be so kind, hit that thumbs up button, hit that like button. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your days. Do something kind for somebody you don't know. And we'll see you guys all in the next Lions Talk Live. Take care, all.
Excuse me, sir, would you... Donations to the Reverend Moon? Jews for Jesus? Read about Jehovah's Witness? How about Buddhism? Help Jerry's kids? Oh, yeah. Scientology? Or nuclear power?